Greetings, Tubiverse. I am one Noob, and it's time to get some bad habits out in the open and cut them out of your gameplay right now. There are a lot of people in game that'll give you advice or just kind of refuse to give you advice when you ask, or they're seeing some crazy stuff and they're like, let's let this go and see what happens. But overall, the Top War community is very helpful, but you've got to ask questions. Don't expect to get strong in game by watching Alliance or World Chat and seeing people pouring out Yoda-level wisdom. Especially in World Chat, you're a lot more likely to see people asking what a Goonie Goo Goo is. While everybody means well, some helpful folks out there accidentally give bad direction, and it can be costly. Top War is a marathon game, not a sprint. So when you walk into bad advice, it hits you months after you've been doing the wrong thing. This is more than just annoying. It's a reason to look at all those red dots, buttons, and red dots inside of the shiny buttons and view the Top War circus as an evil overlord stealing your soul one click at a time, leading you to rage quit or give your account to someone else so you can do something a little less punishing, like, I don't know, maybe slamming your head against a brick wall over and over again. Feel free to pause this video at any time if I go too fast through these items. These are all my personal experiences. Yes, one Noob is a name that goes with a person that makes a lot of mistakes. This should not be a surprise to you. And of all the mistakes I've made in game and the ones that I'll probably make in the future, at least to this date, these are the ones that I feel like they hurt me the most. I'm covering these in no particular order, so don't think the first thing I hit is the most important. All these are mistakes that make you feel a lot like you're standing somewhat downwind from a dumpster fire and a little too close for the stench. Oh, and if it gets you all hot under the collar, learning that advice you followed was in fact bad for you, it should give you some comfort to know that that misguided do-gooder is now suffering more than you, because at least now you know better. The first thing you need to stop doing now is spending orange universal skill shards on free heroes. Please stop it. Man, heroes get stronger over time in this game, so don't go chasing the old heroes. It's absurd. It's just free heroes, no bueno, don't do it. Just, go the normal route of waiting for you to get those shards through the, hero recruitments. While Top War's been doing a really good job of the idea of making some of the free heroes better through mutations, they still struggle to compete against the new heroes. All new heroes are available first for free using gems. So having a stockpile of 620 orange universal shards on hand at a minimum is the best way to immediately get better in game fast. Now, don't just think that because a new hero came out that it's a great new hero and just go running crazy and maxing it out. That's going to hurt too. There's always people online in game that max them out and test them, as well as here on YouTube. There's a great community that can help you figure out if a new hero is worth using up those 620 orange universal shards. When you get a strong new hero, it's a really, really good feeling. And over time, no matter if you're a free-to-play or a pay-to-play player, you will be called a beast by people over time because you did the right thing and waited to use your orange universal shards the smart way. I'm currently recovering from a new hero that was released. So as you can see on my screen, I don't have as many as I said I'm supposed to have, but it was well worth it. The second thing you have to stop doing now is passing up on the free new release heroes. There are people that pass these things up. I don't understand why. You're doing something wrong. Stop it. It doesn't matter if you think the hero is good or not. Things change in game. Dynamics change, and I've seen a lot more than once that a new hero that was initially dismissed by a lot of really, really clever people turns out works absurdly well in a hero lineup a little bit later on. And that leaves people scrambling to get that new hero and paying like, what is it, 20 bucks typically to get it the second time around? Get every new hero for free using the gems when they come out. Worst case scenario, you can always use them to increase your gold production in your base by equipping them with orange mine production skills. Not the end of the world, everybody needs a little bit of gold. The third thing you have to stop doing now is spending universal exclusive skill shards on dumb heroes. Universal exclusive skill shards are one of the rarest items you can get in game, and that's true regardless of how much money you manage to spend in this thing. Overall, when you spend universal exclusive skill shards, it needs to be on one of two things, okay? The very first one is a hero that has a meta effect. This basically means that the skill helps your character out whether or not that character is equipped. I know there's some argument on this, but that's what a meta means to me. I'm sticking with that. One example is the Shaq card and the domination effect. This came out a little while ago. Not a great hero, but great meta effect. Now, I would not have spent universal exclusive skill shards on Shaq's special skill, but for that effect, I was able to get his skill to that level just by being active and playing. Whenever you're thinking about using your universal exclusive skill shards, consider how many it will cost to get the skill up to the level that you personally want. A great tool for this is simply counting in the Universal Skill Store in-game. I always recommend you keep 2,025 universal exclusive skill shards on hand, because that's the math for getting a new hero to level 5 exclusive skill most of the time. There's some cheaper ones out there, but the whole 25 for one, that's what you typically see. You can also see from this screenshot that I'm recovering from leveling up a new player to a level 5 exclusive, and yes, that was really, really worth it too. The fourth thing is something many players do, and they learn to regret it later. It's just kind of a bit down the road. Let me be clear here. Look deep into my eyes. Ready? Stop ignoring universal exclusive skill shard events, please, for the love of God. There are a number of these events where you can earn them. One great example is the Lucky Numbers event. People like this thing for a lot of reasons. There's other stuff in here, but the universal exclusive skill shards in here make me very, very happy. When you see that you can get these playing an event, seriously consider using your gems to get these. I can't stress this enough. Universal exclusive skill shards are rare in this game, and they are very, very powerful. Free players that become masters of how to use these frequently beat out people that blindly spend money on stuff in game. And some players think, oh, the gem cost is just too high, blah, 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 blah. Show us how many heroes you've leveled up to their special skills just past level 5. Just go ahead and show us for a minute there, genius. Guessing you keep falling just a wee bit short. I wonder why. Maybe the whole passing up chances to earn these might be getting in the way of just a little bit for you. You want to earn more gems, okay? And if you don't know how, I have a video for that. I'll link it in the description to help you out. And there's some people that have left some pretty good comments on there on extra ways to earn gems. If you do your job right, you're going to have plenty. It's okay. Universal exclusive skill shards are a very, very big deal. The fifth thing is passing up on level 6 resource tiles that are spawned from ruins. Every strong alliance owns one of these, not two, one. When you find yourself in an alliance that owns one, make sure that you mine them. If you aren't in an alliance that owns one of these, it's either time to take out one of those alliances, or at least take the ruin from them because they don't deserve to have it, or move to one that you're too strong to conquer yourself that has one. The reason for this ruin has nothing to do with getting oil or food. Those are just perks. The reason you want to farm these regularly is because they produce stones that you can use to craft components. This is going to turbocharge your components building. It takes way too long to get to those level 10 components, and you need a lot of them. This is going to make that really long journey a lot shorter for you over time. Oh, and if your alliance spawns gold, somebody please get to that person, port their base. Just port their base, just one. For funsies, just teach them a lesson. Don't spawn the gold. Just stop it. You're embarrassing yourself. Look in the mirror and repeat after me until you believe it. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. The sixth thing you have to stop doing is holding useless skills instead of disassembling them. In your inventory, when you're looking through your Hero Skills tab, there are many skills you can just pass on. I wouldn't recommend disassembling the hero skill shards, even though it may take a long time to get the freebies leveled up. But there are several other types I don't believe there's any real use for. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below if there's anything I mentioned that you feel very, very religiously opposed to. I can entertain that. It'll be fun. In the common skills section, the only things I would keep are gold mining production, not gold gathering, march speed, and march size. If you're really into specific farming marches, you can also keep the generic resource gathering speed, food gathering speed, and oil gathering speed items in the common section. I'm going to learn how to talk one day, I promise. Over time, though, you'll likely ditch the resource-specific ones and place it just the generic resource skills. It's just a matter of time. Oh, I left out gold gathering skill for a reason. Gold mining is a total waste of time outside of the dimensional mines. I also think that load carrying capacity is totally useless as well. I could go on here, but this isn't a video about skills. I do want to say this again though. Please don't mine gold. Don't do it. It's a trap. It's just stop. The seventh thing is wasting universal decor shards. These are very valuable. Decor items in base are great modifiers that apply to all marches, and some are simply greater than others. Not all of them can be upgraded using the universal decor shards, but for those that can, not all modifiers are created equal. Decor you should focus on upgrading with universal decor shards are items that increase march. These are the #1 decor item to focus on. When you find one and you can upgrade it, do it. Number 2 here is damage increase, and number 3 kind of makes a lot of sense if you know the game a little bit. It's damage decrease. So march, damage increase, damage decrease. These are super happy fun time stuff. If you have any decor items that increase base hero card stats like war, defense, those are also great. I would pass up on upgrading decor items that increase HP or attack until you have other items like the ones that I described above like maybe level 4. There's no need to be impatient here. Decor items pop up pretty often no matter what kind of player you are. The 8th item is your daily game chores. Listen. I know I don't like chores. I'm a full-grown man. I don't like chores. I'm sure you don't either. But this game is like a marathon, okay? The more diligent you are in your daily chores and making sure you never max out your VIT in-game while you're away doing something else, the stronger you're going to get in-game over time. You can easily complete your daily chores by logging in 2 times a day for about 15-20 minutes roughly at a time. By spreading out your chores into 2 separate events, you also keep your VIT from maxing out. Maxing out your VIT by staying out of the game too long is a no-no, and you're going to regret it over and over again because you're going to end up spending things like VITs and capsules and stuff like that you didn't want to spend, but you just kind of messed up in your daily chores and now you get to suffer. And when you get into Eternal Lands or something like that, this is when you're really going to regret it. But, that's in the future. Why not? Do your chores if you want to get stronger in game. I know. Do your chores. Now, I could go over a lot of other things that people do in game or forget to do in game, but these are the biggest ones for me, for any player to be aware of. So what do you think? If I missed a huge one, please let me know in the comments below. Also, please take a moment to smush all the buttons to like, subscribe, and enable notifications. It helps me out a lot, and I could use your help in building and growing my channel. Thank you for watching and for being a part of my channel. Until next time, Tubiverse, keep smushing your enemies, and I'm going to do my best to keep publishing solid content to help you grow stronger in game.